Junior Senior.
G'day YouTubers, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and today we're doing a mod review for American Truck Simulator, and we're looking at the Freightliner Classic XL. Now let's quickly jump into customized configuration. Now this one here has a lot of accessories now. Since last we had a look, there's a ton that's been added to it. So now we've got two cabins, we've got mid-roof and raised roof. So there's a difference there, and if we go over to the inside here, have a look at the inside. That looks beautiful. Now look, let's check that, and then we go back to here and we have a look at that, and let's see, has it changed it? Yes, it has. Look at that. See, great. That's what you want. I'm gonna go the raised roof. Now chassis is only one chassis, 6x4. Then we have the engines. There is a few engines to choose from. We've got Detroit Diesel, Cat, and then there's the Cat 3406 and the C15. So there's three different sounds that we can choose from here. So I'm going to start with the Detroit Diesel 60 series, and then we go over to transmission. Transmission, we've got Eaton Fuller, 13 speeds, 18 speeds, 6 speeds, 10 speeds, and there we go. I'm going to go 18 speed with the retarder. Now for the actual dash, for some reason it has here the shifter for the inside here. You can go the massive big shifter or the small shifter, whichever you want. I'm going to choose the massive big shifter. And then the actual paint job, go over to the paint job. There's a few to choose from. There's heaps. There's the actual template there, which you can go and manipulate. You can go and change that template to use that, and that will allow you to put whatever you want on there. But there's beige, there's darkness, there's blacks, there's blues, there's all sorts of bloody colours in here. There's heaps, reds, oranges, you know, heaps to choose from. It's like bloody nail polish for women. There's heaps to choose from. Now custom metallic colours. There, let's try some custom metallic colours here. There's the first one, the second one, and then we have the actual third one there. So there we go, all three work. Here's all the metallic colors that you can choose from. There's tons there to choose from, guys, heaps. I personally like the gold there. I think that looks really nice on this truck, so that's what I'm going to choose. Now off to the accessories. Now there is so many dots here, guys. I do apologize in advance that if I miss some. And I know that plenty of you are going to comment and say, Senior, you missed this dot. Senior, you missed that dot. Well, you know what? I do apologize, guys. I try my best. And if you don't like it, then tough shit. There's, let's see, bumpers. We've got the standard bumpers, chrome bumpers, custom bumpers, and there is a bull bar on the front. Now, if you do have the accessory pack installed, it adds some more stuff, but there is, you can go and put on, you know, spotlights and beacons and a whole heap of other stuff as well if you wish. So fuck off, you fucking son of a whore. And then we go back to that because that's pissing me off. Fucking thing keeps popping up all the time while I'm doing, even recording, it does it. Gives me the shits. Get off that. I want to get rid of that bull bar bumper now, and we'll go back to that. There we go. And then we go over to here, and you can add some more stuff. So if you want to add more lights and stuff like that on there, you can do so. Yeah, we're going to take that off. And then the grill here, you can go over to the grill, and you can change the grill. There we go. There's a whole heap of different grills that you can actually add in there. There we go. I think the best one out of those there is, I actually like that one there, to be honest. Very simple, straightforward. Then we can go and put on the classic emblem, which you could before do that. And which one? I still like the white one or the classic black one. Which I think yeah, let's stick that one on there. There we go. Now up to the, you can see that the little, what is it, accessory hood ornament. There's the rubber duck, the pinion. Then we've got the skull. We've got the goddess. We've got goddess 2, eagle. And yeah, so there's a few to choose from there. I'm going to go the skull. We don't see enough of that skull. Now, before I go any further, fog lights. You can put fog lights in this one here. So if you want to have fog lights, you can put them in. Otherwise, you can take them out. Whichever you want. So we'll put in fog lights. Then that is little covers there that are above the lights. Classic XL ones. And there's, you know, ones that match that are painted. I think the chrome one with the actual Classic XL written on there looks good. Let's do that. And then we go over to the eyelashes. It says eyelashes. It says headlight ashes. Headlight lashes. I just call them covers, light covers, whatever. Then we've got the side there. You've got. Let's put glass on there. And then that's the pinion. We want to keep it that one. No, skull. Skull. And there we go. There's the wind deflector there. Put on glass. Mirror. Go put a mirror on the side there. And wow, there is. Where is that mirror? There it is there. Right, got it. There's that mirror. And there's the wind deflector. Then we've got flames on the side there. So we can put the flames where it says Freightliner. Freightliner flames. Now, here I had a little bit of problem. It says chrome trim for the door. I think it's talking about down there. Because that there, it's hard to see. But I think that's what it's talking about. Oh, there, it might be better to see that. No? I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of the door trims is actually saying that, so... then we've got the... You can see that you've got the door handles there. You can change from plastic to chrome. I'm going to put chrome on. Oh, man, there's a lot of dots here. Yeah, we'll put lights on there, on the air filter. Then we've got... We'll make that chrome. And then we've got the mirrors. There we go. That is for inside. We'll put a can of Coke in there for now. There's the driver's plate. That is the dash. Some dash, you know, dots on the dash. There's the co-driver's plate. That is the... What is that? That's classic dash, FLD dash, or mahogany. I'm going to put mahogany, but that's on the inside. You can't see it. Here we go. This is the... There's plastic trimming for the outside of the window. Chrome, chrome 2. There's chrome 3, 4, and 5. So I'm just going to go chrome 1. Keep it nice and simple. Then there is... That's the thing on... So if you've got the accessory pack put in, which I don't at the moment, but if you do have it in there, you can put it in there. That's a curtain on the top there. Again, we'll have a look on the inside at that. Then there's the radio antennas, forward, pointing forward, or you can have them so that they're straight up. I'm going to have them straight up. That there is, that's the trim. So there's some trim on the front windows there. You can see it better there. No trim, trim, and then there's trim 2. So I'm going to have no trim there. It's the radio, there's the antenna. Man, there are so many dots to select. There's the sun visor there. You can got a few different sun visors. That one there looks pretty cool, but I'm going to use that one there today. There is a light bar. You can go and add on a whole heap of different lights. I am just going to put on the Freightliner horn for now. And that is it, but you can go and, you know, change a few things. There's that light bar. Right, okay, so there's some lights you can put on there, and they will work on high beam, I would think. That's the interior light. Going to take that out. Man, so much stuff in here to play around with. Right, what's that? That is the chrome on the side. That is... So you can chrome or paint that. I'm actually going to chrome that so it looks good in there. Now, here is the interior. You can change the color. There's black, there's blue, there's brown, grey, and red. I'm going to put it on red, and we'll have a look at that again on the inside as well. Now, moving on down here. Oh, that's the headache rack, sorry. On the back there, so you can go to standard or headache rack. Let's put the headache rack on today. And there's the tanks. You can go painted or chrome. And then we have steps. And there we go, we'll put some steps on. The rear fender there, you can actually, you know, change that. There we go. I'm going to put on those chrome ones. The aerodynamics, you can change that. And then we've got, it says the bracket. Oh, that's right. The bracket is for beacon lights you can put on there. There we go. Beacon lights on there. Now, the rims and tires are just standard. So standard tires, standard rims there. Well, let's see. What should I put on there? I'm going to put on... Let's put on just standard classic. We'll put the rims as chrome. And put a cover. Now, I don't think there is... No, there's no Freightliner cover on there. So, there we go. What was that? That is the... Yeah, the headache rack. Okay, so the wheels there, the standard... And then we're going to go standard chrome. Paint the nuts. And there we go. Standard. Paint the nuts. And there we go. Alright, so now off to the mud flaps on the back here. We can go stock, Freightliner XL, Freightliner badge. There's the chrome badge. And there's custom one. Now, you can't see the custom one here, so I'm going to leave that one on. And then you've got the little clip on the top there. And then we've got chrome. So you can put chrome on there. Now, these dots here, you've got different exhausts. So I'll spin it around this way so we can see the exhausts. There's, you know, some massive big ones there. I like those ones. Mitered ones. Bullhorns out to the side, back, bullhorns there. They're actually cool, those. And they're straight up. I'm actually going to put those ones on. I reckon they look cool. Now, oh, that's a little thing that dangles above you, you know, smelly tree thing. Put that on there. And there's GPS in there, or tablet you can go and put on there. That is the main mirrors, which we're going to leave chrome. And I think that is pretty much it, guys. Again, if I've missed anything, look, deal with it, because there's so many dots here that it is so hard. And I'm doing one shot at this. I'm not spending all day doing this because I just don't have the time to sit here all day making sure that I do this 100% perfect. If you want to really get right into it, then grab a copy yourself. Download link is in the description and have a look. We're just basically giving you a brief. I'm just giving you a brief idea of what you get with this, is all that I try to do. So there we go, there's the main mirrors, there's the filters there is GPS, that is the hood mirror, then we've got driver's plate, we have got, that's the trim, bull bar, bumper, steering wheel. We can change the steering wheel to whatever color we want. Now, I'm going to go mahogany, but there's classic, there's leather, and then there's mahogany there. So I'm going to stick that one on there. And again, you can go and put your little wheel thing, you know, the little knob thing on there. Coke, you can go and put a whole heap of different cans in there. Pepsi or whatever, Monster you want to put in there. Heaps of different choices. There is the dash, so you can change the dash there. This is what we were talking about before. Mahogany dash I'm going to put on there to match the steering wheel. That's the hood ornament you can see over there on the front. And I'm going to put on the skull. That is the bug deflector or wind deflector, whatever you like to call it. There is the GPS if you want to put GPS in there. Go crazy. Go for your life. I'm going to take that off. There's parrot. You can put parrot in there if you want. Now, here is interesting, before we're having a look at the shifter. Now, you can go ahead and you can change the shifter to be whatever you want. Now there's a whole heap of different ones. You can go and change it to mahogany if you want, and there's mahogany covered, so we got black. Now it does look funny, but you can go and change it to mahogany there as well. That you can change to, take the button out, 13 speed, 18 speed, and chrome is the splitter chrome. So now that top part you can go mahogany, chrome, or you can have the gears. I'm going to put the Eaton Fuller gears on there. There we go. So that's pretty cool that you can do that. Now over here, these are all the gauges and that. You can go aluminum or chrome. Let's put chrome on there. Again over here with chrome, chrome 2, chrome 3, all chrome. So that's all the door handle down there, chrome, everywhere's chrome. There's the co-driver's plate. That is the dash cam. There's the mirror again. That is that GPS. Up there is the jewels. So here, if you've got the accessory pack in, you can go and put that in there, and so you can add the accessories like, you know, little flags and stuff like that. Didn't put it in, so don't have it there. So then we've got black deco. This is the curtain again. There's heaps to choose from. I'm going to take that out. Don't like it. Up here is the sun visor. There is the CB. That is the there's a whole heap of different trees to choose from here. Okay, so I'm going to put Born to Rock on there, because that's what I am. I'm born to rock, baby. And up to there, look, the interior, you can actually change the color here. So find a nice spot that you like. So there, for example, and you can go and choose the color that you want, which is really cool. I'm going to choose black. Now, spinning around over there, that's for the main mirrors. Over here is the back. You can see that that looks really nice in the back there. Very nicely done. And that is there's the yeah, that's the little thing that's on the chrome bits and pieces. And if you're not happy with the way that you could do the dash, you can still do it from the back there, as you can see, which is really cool. I'm going to go with red interior. So I'm pretty sure that we've got everything. If we haven't, again, guys, you know, just download the mod and check it out. I have tried as hard as I can to get everything, but if I've missed it, tough. Simple as that. Confirm. There we go. There's our truck. Let's go do a trade-in on the last mod. There we go. And let's see how long it takes to load, since we've got all this crap on the outside. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Did take a little while, but wasn't too bad. Not the longest. Stuttering and stammering a bit there. Oh. Yeah, there we go. It's finished loading everything. There we go. Look at the chrome on that. That looks great. Looks really good. Now, I need to go and check out the different engines. So we'll head on over to the service center just over there to check them out after we've had a look at this. There we go. Look at that. That looks wonderful. Looks absolutely wonderful. Now, let's go over here and we'll turn her on. Start her up. There we go. Lights are working. Wipers are working. You can see they're working. There's 2 speeds there. And then off. There we go. Flashes on the side and on the back. Brake lights are working. Yes. Reverse light working. Yes. Oh yeah, both those lights light up at the back there. That's pretty good. I like that. Flashes, beacon lights, sorry, and flashes off. Beacon lights are working. High beams. See, the high beams are working up the top there. Let's see, horn and air horn. There we go, they both work. Awesome. Now let's jump on the inside again. And I'll take a look at... Oh man, I haven't got my track IR on. Let me just clip that on. And it spazzes it out, but anyway, I'll fix that. There we go. Display. Cross your fingers. Let's push the display. Ah, it works. Good. Very good. Okay. Right, there we go. What else? The wipers on the inside. Checking the wipers. There we go. Only look like little wipers, don't they? There we go. And right, let's go and what about the indicators? Yeah, indicators. We checked the horn. Yep. Alright, let's go check the engines out. Right. I reckon this would go good around the Junior Senior Gaming test track. But we still haven't got that, guys, so we just have to drive it normal for the time being. Alright, now in here, we had that engine sounded really good. The Detroit diesel. Now the Caterpillar C15, confirm. Jump on the outside and start her up. That sounds really good. I like that. I like the sound of that. And then we go to the... Where is it? 3406, confirm. And that should be a different sound. There we go. Right, well, jump back inside and let's take it for a spin, shall we? Listen to those sounds. Doesn't that sound good? I like that. Oh wow, that's really good. This is nice. It feels very nice to drive, guys. It's definitely a must try, this truck. For those Freightliner fans out there, this is definitely something to try. Have I got the lights on? Yeah, there we go, that's better. I couldn't quite see the dash. Now, going to just put on those there. Steering wheel. No. Steering wheel doesn't change, and there we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, mate, move over. Ah! I hate it when the game does that. And let's see. See, this is really nice. This is actually really, really nice to drive. It's yeah. I would love to pull a load with this, guys. I really, really would. I think it would be quite good to give this a whirl. But it's not up to me, guys. It's up to you. So what do you think? Do you think this is worthy of the weekly drive? Do you think that we should give this a go? You know, testing it out? Well, that's up to you, guys. So if you'd like to vote in this week's weekly drive winner, then in the comments below say yes, I would like to see this in the weekly drive. If you don't want to see this in the weekly drive, then say no, I do not want to see this in the weekly drive. Also give it a score out of 10 as well. That helps other people to decide whether they think it's worth it or not. Download links in the description, guys, as always. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. Look, if this is the first time you've seen Junior Senior Gaming, then make sure you head on over to the Junior Senior Gaming channel and check it out. There's over 1,600 videos for you to watch. Plenty of American trucks and Euro trucks to keep you busy. But that's it for me, guys. Look, keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and I'm 1010 on the side. And remember, game on. Thanks for watching, YouTubers. If you'd like to see more videos, then click on the links beside. If you'd like to subscribe or you'd like to visit our website, then click on the links below. Thanks again for watching, YouTubers, and remember, game on!